And this is on the Say Cheese platform. Sean Cotton did an amazing job with this interview. His line and the questions. Uh, oh yeah, we're gonna let Ralo run it. Let me get to it.
I got pressure with a nigga. I'm just gonna handle my own. You smell me like, I got caught on a jet with it. I ain't have to be on it even smoke blunts. Nigga, I had 1,000. So I'm like, shit, let me call the officer. So I get
You don't see him getting 30 a show and then 20 after party?
A's in my life. I want to just be able to, practice my religion and do the right thing by him, because me doing this rap shit ain't doing nothing but leading my people in the wrong direction. You smell me? That's just me. That's just what I believe in.
Yeah.
And every Muslim
Boosie.
And guys, we know Ralo and Boosie has exchanged tweets back and forth. Excuse me. But the latest is when excuse me, when Ralo took upon himself he took upon himself to tell Boosie he shouldn't have took a picture with Young Dolph. And we all know the young I'm sorry. Ralo took upon himself to come at Boosie when Boosie took a picture with Yo Gotti. And we all know the Yo Gotti, rest in peace, Young Dolph situations. Condolence to everyone that knows Dolph. To everyone. But Ralo said that Boosie shouldn't have took a picture with Yo Gotti. Right? You're a grown man. It's like if he want to take a picture with someone, he can take a picture with someone, man. It's like the trolling is going extreme. Right? And like I said, Boosie said, hey, man, Yo Gotti, he looked out for me when I was locked up. He gave my mom, he gave Boosie mama 50K, I believe. So it's out of respect that I show respect. Like, that's a must. If you looked out for my mom's, man. So, Boosie did the right thing. It's like, and Boosie really can't say too much because Boosie is fighting a Fed case. He's fighting a Fed case. So, Ralo is trolling, but Boosie is actually handling this situation like he should. Like Boosie kept the tweets to the minimal. It's like, hey, this dude is trolling. He's obsessed. He didn't say too much. So he's handling that situation perfectly. And like I said, Ralo, made a song, mentioned Boosie doing interviews with Vlad. And so now the Say Cheese, where he says Boosie is lying about the money he's making.
Every Muslim on earth, from Kevin Gates to myself to Lil Durk and all this go for all of us. We don't post a rap. We really don't.
Yeah, well, Boosie responded. He tweeted, like I said, he's making 150 a weekend.
Hold up, back to that. Let's get back to that 150. Boosie ain't making no motherfucking 150,000 a week. Crazy, man. You heard what you said. 150,000.
It's believable. I can see him doing a show Friday, Saturday, Sunday, some after parties. I can see that.
Ain't nobody getting booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a whole 20, 30 years. Nobody.
I think Boosie's a legend. I think in places like South Carolina,
think he's a grand
Mississippi.
Legend. Listen.
All right. So it's like you're not Boosie. Right? I mean, indeed you do have a following. Right? You have your supporters, you have your fans. That comes along with it, but you're not at Boosie's statue. Right? If Boosie saying he's getting this number on the show, I don't see why Boosie would be lying. I mean, every time you see him, he's on the road. Boosie makes his money on the road. He's been doing that since he started in the game. Right? So what makes you think that this guy been doing this many years? And you saying that he can't make the money that he's making because you went to those same venues and you got less than him. Right. Right. And you say, you know, he can't do this for 30 years or 20 years, whatever the case. Boosie has been doing this since he started. Boosie is the type, and unfortunately, that's, sometimes Boosie end up in those situations that he shouldn't be in. But Boosie is the type that, hey, if anybody hit Boosie and say, hey man, I need you on a verse, Boosie is that artist where if you got the money that he asking for, if Boosie say, hey, I need 10 bands, and you say, boom, I got that 10 bands, and you send that 10 bands, Boosie gone. He coming where you at. He gonna pull up, and he gonna go to the studio, and he's gonna do his verse. He's gonna collect his money. Boosie is one of those rappers that still will hit the ground. He still hits the ground, right? And like I said, so yeah, of course, your pay may be a little different than Boosie, but that's expected. Business is business. But to call a man out and say, hey, you're not making this much money because they didn't give me this much money. Like, we have to rise above. We have to rise above.
Listen, let me tell you something. Do you know how much I just got booked at the same motherfucking places Boosie got booked at? And guess what? That motherfucker with this smile, they can't afford to pay him that much money and generate that type of revenue at that dough crazy, man.
I think Boosie has a large range of fans, man, from kids to people in their 50s, man. I think a lot of people.
He might make it off of YouTube.
I'm not.
And shout out to Sean Cotton, man, because instead of allowing that to just flow, you stood up. You stood up and you was like, hey, Boosie has a different type of fan base. It's very possible. Instead of letting someone run something on your platform, you stood up and say cheese. Sean Cotton, you're doing an amazing job, man.
You're not making it on no show, son.
Guidance active at the...
I mean, it's crazy to think about it. Like, it used to cost millions to advertise on TV, and now, because of streaming, even with $50...
The moment.
Maybach, big Maybach.
It's haram. Getting booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday for a whole 20, 30 years. Nobody.
I think Boosie's a legend. I think in places like South Carolina,
he's a great
Mississippi.
Legend. Listen, let me tell you something. Do you know how much I just got booked at the same motherfucking places Boosie got booked at? And guess what? That motherfucker with this smile, they can't afford to pay him that much money and generate that type of revenue at that dough crazy, man.
I think Boosie has a large range of fans, man, from kids to people in their 50s, man. I think a lot of people.
He might make it off of YouTube.
I'm not taking
You're not making it on no show, son. I don't give a damn what you say. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a nigga ain't making no 50,000 Friday, 50,000 Saturday, $50,000 Sunday. It's not happening.
You don't see him getting 30 a show and then 20 after parties? You don't see that? I think it's believable.
Not at the shit that he been to, cause I was there. And they on and with my little goddamn after party, cause I charged 20 for the show and I charged 10 for the after party. It was a 30 ball, right? So I did it that Friday and I did it that Saturday. I made me a 60. And guess what? This motherfucker was packed out. Nobody couldn't even get in that motherfucker. So what I'm saying, it's impossible. Now we talking to promoters and all right here. Promoters will tell you they can't make that type of money in that type of venue. It's just impossible.
I get it, but I'm saying like Boosie's the ultimate hustler like yourself.
That's probably what the promoters are telling you. Is that, hey, we can't give you that type of money. We in other words, we can't give you Boosie type of money.
He's gonna go to Mississippi and get 10 features, charging $5,000 a piece. That's 50. It's like it's son, so many ways.
It's not gonna happen, son. I'm sorry. I ain't hanging on no nigga. I love Boosie and I love you, but
That is hating. That is hating. But at the end you did follow it up with love. So, we can, you know, uh, you know, ease the pressure, but they just keep it 100. That is hating. I mean, either you gonna stand on it or sit down. What are you gonna stand on it or sit down? Because you can't say, "Hey, I'm not hating," when that is hating. When you say someone is not making money, when clearly they are making money, that is hating. Just because they told you that don't mean that applies for everybody else. And Ralo, I really do hope, success to you. But I don't even know one song of this guy's.
Just facing reality here. You and generate that type of revenue at that dough crazy, man.
I think Boosie has a large range of fans, man, from kids to people in their 50s, man. I think a lot of people.
He might make it off of YouTube.
I'm not taking
He not
nothing
making
from
it
you.
on no show, son. I don't give a damn what you say. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a nigga ain't making no 50,000 Friday, 50,000 Saturday, $50,000 Sunday. It's not happening.
Hey, Boosie a hustler. Right? That's one thing you have to give Boosie his credit. He a hustler. Boosie knocked the industry doors down on his own. Right? He was like, I'm gonna get in on my own. Right? I mean, I'm gonna take it to the next level on my own. Right? Boosie a hustler. Like I said, if you hit Boosie up and you say, hey man, you can be a nobody. Nobody. And Boosie's gonna get that bag. He gonna get that bag. So if Boosie charging 12, 15, whatever the case may be, if you got it, Boosie gonna be there. Boosie ain't missing out on no paper. That's straight up. Boosie a hustler.
You don't see him getting 30 a show and then 20 after parties? You don't see that? I think it's believable.
Not at the shit that he been to, cause I was there, and they on and with my little goddamn after party, cause I charged 20 for the show, and I charged 10 for the after party. It was a 30 ball, right? So I did it that Friday, and I did it that Saturday. I made me a 60. And guess what? This motherfucker was packed out. Nobody couldn't even get in that motherfucker. So what I'm saying, it's impossible. Now we talking to promoters and all right here. Promoters will tell you they can't make that type of money in that type of venue. It's just impossible.
I get it, but I'm saying like Boosie's the ultimate hustler like yourself. He's gonna go to Mississippi and get 10 features, charging $5,000 a piece. That's 50. It's like it's
son,
so many ways.
It's not gonna happen, son. I'm sorry. I ain't hating on no nigga. I love Boosie and I love you, but I'm just facing reality.
That is
here.
hate.
If you've been injured in a recent car accident that wasn't your fault, I'm gonna show you how I got.
You'll be lucky to get a show every week nowadays. Money is fucked up. First of all, it's not.
The economy is fucked up.
It's not gonna happen, son. I don't care what you say. It's nobody can convince me that. You smell me? Because I know what club. You only got selected clubs that even open on Sundays. You smell me? Like clubs got their own nights. You got selected clubs. The best night of a motherfucking club week is a Saturday. That's the best. That's the strongest day. That's all our strongest day in reference to club. People still got to work on Fridays. People still got kids that go to school on Fridays. Sunday, that is the church day. No matter what you say across the board, Saturday is the only day that we have power in clubs. And I doubt that he getting no motherfucker. Guess what he booked that now? This week, him and BJ booked that Opium. I 100% guarantee you that he ain't getting no 50,000. That motherfucker this little. And then you got to think about it. BG on the ticket, so they had to got down, you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, it's
Yeah, but that's the definition of hating. Right? Putting someone else down. You know, that's hearsay. Because at the end of the day, Boosie is that type of caliber where he will pack a club out. You know, he'll hit the after parties as well. You know. So, I mean, if a promoter want to drop a bag, it's definitely drop a bag on Boosie because the venue will be packed out. All right, so what we got? Yeah. See, he got 1.5 million views on. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't heard of him as that. You know, me hearing of him is him attaching his name to Boosie on clout purpose. All right. Well, we're gonna move on, folks. Move on. Move on. Move on to old King. King and his baby mama, you know, had a baby shower and gonna check it out. Congratulations. I hope you be a stand up father in your child's life, you know, as from what we seen, T.I. being a stand up father in y'all life. You know, I hope you take on those characteristics, you know, as you should.
My name is Alfonso, and I got Botox Cosmetic for the first time. The lines that I was concerned the most about were
Hey King and tell Shawty her baby came at the right time, man, cause your T lady, man, your mama say it's 70 million. 70 million. It's a good time to have a baby. Congratulations. And do right, young man. Do right. You got a baby, hey, there's no time for this foolishness, man. No time for this foolishness, man. Right? You got somebody that's gonna depend on you to the span of your life, their life. Right? Like I said, we congratulate you. You know, Tip and Tiny, you know, make good grandparents, man. Like I said, King, keep doing you. Stay level headed. You know, do what you got to do. 70
What
million.
up with this? Your boy King out here with Tootie, man. I got PK God here, man. We got legal work is coming wherever you at to your doorstep. And it's full coverage on that shit.
Okay.
Pressure.
Real
so
full
tap in with
coverage.
my dog, man. From
PK got real
LA,
insurance on that shit.
New York, wherever you need it at, man.
All right, folks. Stand on it or sit down.
30 days,